Hi, welcome to Tuesdays with Terra. I'm Terra Bundance, and today I'm going to talk about self care. What does that look like for each individual person? Because everybody might look a little different when it comes to self care. I'm an empath, I'm codependent, and I'm highly sensitive. So I pick up on things that are going on around me all the time. All the time. And my first initial instinct or intuition is to help it, fix it, change it, if it's not feeling right, if it doesn't feel good. What I've had to learn over the years is how to take better care of myself so that I'm more capable of offering or providing the kind of support that is maybe needed in the moment for someone else or this for the situation. So that whole concept of in the airplane when the oxygen masks come down, put your own oxygen mask on before you support or help others put theirs on is true in every sense of the word. So self care means I'm putting my oxygen mask on so that I'm able to offer and provide and give support to others if and when it is actually asked for or when it's needed. So, ways that I do take care of myself so I can get to a place where, when faced with those moments of, wow, this situation that's going on around me seems like someone needs help or guidance or support, am I capable of doing it? I have to be able to self care prior to that moment. So I know how to ask myself that question and I know how to check in with my own energy so that I can say to myself, you know what, this is not mine to do, or this might be mine to do. I'm going to do what I can to offer support in this moment. So self care might look like sleeping well at night. And if you don't get good rest at night, then taking care of myself the next day, maybe taking a nap or doing a yoga nidra or doing some EFT or some other kind of form of meditation, doing yoga in the mornings to get my day started. So I'm tuned into my body and my energy. That's a form of self care. So, any form of exercise, any form of taking care of myself in terms of meditation, getting good rest, getting good sleep. Another thing that I can do for self care is eat well and drink plenty of water. We need water to survive, and so our bodies are built in such a way that if I'm not drinking enough water, my body's going to be stressed out, and my mind is not going to be functioning as clearly as it needs to be. So also if I'm not eating well, if I'm eating a lot of junk food or I'm eating a lot of things that cause my body to not function in the most positive, healthy ways, I may not be fully capable of taking care of myself in moments when I need to be able to check in with myself. So those are a few of the ways. So rest, eating well, drinking water, exercise. And then there's different other exercises that I might use, things like EFT, things like a focus wheel, things like checking in with others, therapy, whether it's with a group of friends or whether it's actually one-on-one therapy that I might be taking care of myself in a way that I'm checking in with others. I'm checking in with others and I'm getting clear with myself. You know what? I'm struggling right now. I need to take care of myself better so that I know this when moments arise that may be stressful around me and I'm stressing means that I'm not really capable of offering or providing support for someone else. And those are the moments when I really have to check in with myself. If I'm the only one in the moment that can actually do something, I have to set aside my own stuff for a moment and realize, you know what, I can pick this back up later and deal with this later. But right now, this person is in need. So if there's an emergency and I'm not doing well, I'm still going to take care of this emergency. And then in the long run, I am taking care of myself because I won't have to feel bad or guilt or shame later for not being able to offer support where it was needed. Really, self care is all about taking care of self prior to moments when we might need to offer or provide support and help for others. One of the things I need to do is take care of my body, right? So that is, like I said, food, water, rest, exercise. Take care of my body. Another way that I need to take care of myself is mentally. Am I spending a lot of time on my phone looking at social media. That's not self care for my mind. Am I watching a lot of TV? Am I and that's on a really like ongoing basis. It's fine to do social media in my opinion. It's fine to watch a lot of TV if you're just having one of those days. But if you're doing this every single day, you're not really providing the mental support for your mind to be able to function in a healthy way. So I give myself breaks mentally. It might look like I don't pick up my phone for the first, couple of hours in the morning, or I don't watch any television prior to at least 12 p.m. in the afternoon. But for the most part, I don't watch any television until evening when it's close to bedtime and I'm winding down. And I do that for myself because I know that I can get caught up on the TV, getting stuck watching a movie that I love and then going like, "Oh, this reminds me of another thing," and I watch that, or getting stuck on YouTube. It's really easy to go down the YouTube tunnel and be like, "Oh, that video looks good. That video looks good," even if they're about self-care. Because if I go from one video to the next to the next to the next, I may not really be taking it all in. So I take one good solid video, watch that one, let it settle in, take notes and whatever I need to do. And then I give myself permission to maybe the next day or later on in the day watch another video. So I do go down the YouTube tunnel from time to time, and then I have to take care of myself by catching it. If I've been on it for a little while going, whoa, I'm going down that tube, or whether I'm doing social media or some other kind of screen time that's taking up a lot of my energy and time, I have to cut myself off. And when I'm able to do that, I know I'm taking care of myself mentally and emotionally and even physically. Because if I'm just sitting watching something, I'm not moving my body. So then let's think of some other ways that we can mentally take care of ourselves. We can read good books or listen to good books on Audible that are mentally stimulating. Things that I'm interested in. It might be about social justice, or it might be about self care, or it might be about something new that I'm wanting to learn. And I want to take the time to do that. So I set aside the time and I mentally support myself by putting my energy into learning, taking in new information. So, one of the ways that I may be able to mentally care for myself is to know when I need to talk to somebody, know when I need to talk to someone else about something that's going on in my mind. And that might look like reaching out to one of my friends or tuning into some form of therapy or doing some journaling. That's another really good mental practice that I can do to take care of myself. So then there's the emotional level. How am I taking care of myself emotionally? When it comes to really tuning into my energy, tuning into my feelings, if I wake up feeling crummy, and then I choose to not do anything to change that energy or to deal with it or look at it even, I may affect others by, just going off, getting frustrated, getting angry easily. And so that's not me taking care of myself. And then it ends up affecting my relationships with others because it comes out in a sideways kind of way. So emotionally, if I tune into my body, mind, and spirit every single morning and just think, okay, how am I doing today? Got enough rest? Feel like I'm energetically present? Then I think, I was feeling pretty sad last night and I might not have dealt with some of the sadness that I was feeling. Can I deal with that now? And so I deal with my emotions when I can. Maybe not necessarily as they come up, because sometimes I'm just not able. I'm a mom and a partner, and I've got a farm, and there's other things that are going on all the time. So sometimes I can go, ooh, I'm feeling really angry about something, but I need to focus on this thing that needs to get done. I give myself permission to come back and look at what I was feeling and why the anger was coming up. And I do whatever I need to do to take care of myself. Again, whether it's EFT or focus wheel or deep breathing or yoga or meditation or journaling, something that I can do to emotionally process whatever feelings were coming up. Talk to a friend, talk to a therapist. Taking care of my body, taking care of my mind, taking care of my emotional state. Of course, I'm going to add taking baths in there. I'm going to add jumping on the trampoline with my kid. I'm going to add laughter yoga. I'm going to add doing some scream therapy. I'm going to, look at all the different ways that I can support myself by checking in with myself throughout the day, especially in the morning and maybe sometime in the middle of the afternoon and then sometime in the evening. But if I can be doing that throughout the day, that is full-time self-care. So, in terms of full time self care, when I'm caring for my body, mind, spirit, emotions, all of those things, and I'm feeding myself what it needs when it needs it, that's great self care. And then I'm available and present enough to be able to check in with myself to support others. Is this mine to do? Then I can check in with myself and ask these questions. Is this mine to do? Offer support and help where I can offer it. When somebody says no, thank you, believe them and step back, step away, because they may need to go through this process however they need to go through it. And it's not mine to change or fix. And, just different ways that I can look into if I'm well, I'm able to support and offer support to others who want it or need it. And if I'm not well, it's probably not a good time to offer support to others. That is very good self care. So, another thing that I like to look at in terms of self care is being a boss of my own life. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean being bossy? No, it doesn't. It means being able to set boundaries. It means being able to step into what is mine to do when it is mine to do it. And then really just being able to recognize when I'm not taking care of myself and when I'm taking care of others in a way that's unhealthy. Being a boss of my own life means that I'm doing the things that I know I'm meant to do. And I'm also putting out there this energy of awareness to others to do the same, that they can do the same for themselves. So when I am stepping into bossness, that means that I'm stepping into full time self care. So, Mark Nepo has been a big part of my life. I've been looking at and reading his book with my beloved partner, Michael, every morning, the Book of Awakening. And it's a daily reader, and we read it every morning together. And one of the quotes from Mark Nepo on one of my favorite readings that he did is he said, "Be the flower and the bee will come." So when I'm being a boss of my life, I'm truly just allowing myself to be the flower and allowing life to happen with and for me, to support me in a way that supports myself and then, of course, the world around me. So, being a boss of my own life means daily self care all day long, personal self care. It also looks like setting boundaries, knowing how to take care of myself by saying no, and knowing that no is a full sentence, knowing that I don't have to explain myself to anyone, really just being able to recognize when it's time for me to offer support and guidance and love to others. And when it's time for me to take care of myself in a way that means that sometimes I have to step back and maybe not be available for others. I'm a very loving and gentle, kind, compassionate person. And I'm also extremely prone to codependency. And because I feel so much and because I feel so deeply, I've had to learn how to really take better care of myself in a way that means that sometimes I have to say no. And sometimes I have to walk away. And I have to understand and know that unless there's an emergency, it's sometimes it's not mine to do. Sometimes it's not mine to do something in that moment. So I give myself permission every single day to take care of myself in a way that means that I love myself first, put my own oxygen mask on first, and then I'm available and capable to support and offer support to others. I have many videos here on Tuesdays with Terra that also give you ways to check in with yourself, such as EFT for self care, focus wheel for self care. So just keep an eye here on the different ways that these videos can offer support for you, and also really tune in to how you can provide better self care for yourself so that you are available to offer and guide and support others. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you for joining me on Tuesdays with Tara. I'll see you next week.